Well, hello and a very happy December to all of you. I hope that you guys are finding some peace during this time of the year. I know it can be a little stressful. This is actually the week before Christmas. Christmas is a week from today. And it kind of feels like the last lap of Mario Kart where the music gets really fast and everyone's tripping over bananas. It's certainly starting to feel that way around here. Not in a bad way though, I think just with last minute tasks, things like that. So we are here at Target right after opening, so hopefully it's not too crazy. Got to get some things from there, going to World Market for some treats, and then probably Joann's Fabrics or Party City. I need some things for my son's holiday party that he's having at his little school that he goes to. So let's get started. And just like that, we are home. I have a little snack, some wheat crackers, and a Chomps jerky stick. I love Chomps so much. It is such a great mid-morning and then even like afternoon snack. We just keep them like in stock constantly in our house. Let's go over the stuff that I got at the stores today. Okay, so I thought it'd be easier to be in the living room to share the things that I found. So we'll start with World Market. So I love World Market any time of the year, but especially at Christmas. The biggest thing that I love about World Market at Christmas time is that they have things from other countries that are, you know, specifically holiday treat related. So we always get Terry's chocolate oranges. They are so good and they're fun because you have to break apart the orange. You have to like throw it or crack it open. You know, it's always fun. So I got 3 because my husband, Wes, said that 2 just wasn't enough. And he said, well, we need a treat for New Year's. And I said, okay, well, then we'll do 1 for New Year's as well. We'll split it. So I got 2 in the dark chocolate. But the blue looked more familiar. I couldn't remember last year if we got just the original or we got dark chocolate. So I just got 1 original, 2 dark because we love dark chocolate. So I figured, we'll just do it this way. So we have 2 dark chocolate Terry's oranges and 1 of the originals. They had a bunch of other fun ones too, but we kept it simple. And then I got these Norwegian spice biscuits with milk chocolate. I'm not even going to bother to pronounce anything on the label, but they look really good. I love gingerbread, and they kind of look like ginger snaps, I guess. So I thought this would be kind of the same thing. And then we also got holiday crackers. Hang on, I'm gonna turn down the music just in case it like flags it since it's playing actual Christmas music. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I was worried that it would pick up the audio on the video and then it would flag it or something since it was playing Christmas music. So I just turned it all the way down. We have a Vizio TV. I know nothing about like anything technology in the house. All I know is that it's a Vizio TV and they have all these different Vizio channels that just automatically come with the TV. So this is a fireplace channel and it kind of changes throughout. So it's like going to YouTube and looking up the different fireplaces with music, but this one's just random and it changes throughout the day. So we've been listening to it and kind of having it on to create a nice little cozy ambiance throughout the house for the last few weeks. But I also got holiday crackers. We've never had these at our house and I'm very excited to have them. I just got the little tiny pack because for the first time since living in Florida, we've lived in Florida for 5.5 years now. This is our first Christmas where no one will be here on Christmas Day. It will just be myself, my husband, our son, and our 2 doggies. And it's a kind of sad feeling, but not really, because my family just left. They came over the week of Thanksgiving, and then my husband's family is coming, I think, in January. So it's not that big of a deal, but you know, it's a little different when we're not used to it, but we're looking forward to it. So we're trying to find some fun things that we can do that day. So we are going with some holiday crackers. I I think that they make a loud popping noise. I'm not 100% familiar. I've always wanted to get these since reading Harry Potter because they open the Christmas crackers when they're having Christmas in the Great Hall, and Dumbledore opens his and is wearing his silly hat that it gives them. I just remember loving that in this story. So this one doesn't tell what's inside. I have no idea. I hope it's not candy, because my son, he's 2, so we don't do candy. If it's a sweet, like a cookie or something, he can have it. Small parts, not for children under 3. So obviously we'll be helping him out with these. I just hope the pop isn't super loud. That's the only thing. It might shock him. So I don't think we'll let him pull the first one. I think my husband and I will pull it, and then we'll kind of make it, oh, isn't that funny? And then he shouldn't be freaked out by it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. So we're going to do that probably on Christmas Eve. I think this is a fun, I don't know what the tradition is if you're supposed to only do them on Christmas Day, but we'll make our own traditions, and we're going to do these probably on Christmas Eve. And then another thing that we do on Christmas Eve, the reason why I even got the Terry's chocolate oranges, I love the idea and the notion of other European countries that read books on Christmas Eve and eat chocolate. So we do that now. We started that tradition last year. So we are going to gift each other a book and then eat chocolate. So the Terry's chocolate oranges are for myself and my husband once our son goes to bed. And then we'll have chocolate cookies. We're gonna make like a chocolate chip cookie, like a chocolate fudge cookie as one of our Christmas Eve cookies, and he'll eat one of those for his chocolate, and then he'll get a book. So I was going to get his book at Target today, but I'm just going to order it from Amazon instead. It'll be easier. I was having a hard time finding it today, but he's going to get a Bluey book, and it's a really beautiful one. It's based on the episode Sleepy Time, if you know anything about Bluey. And it's such a precious, that's one of the episodes, top 5, makes me cry every time. And it really it's one of those books that it opens and then the pages expand and open more. So I know he will absolutely love that. And I like to get more like more beautiful, I guess, picture books, more like romanticized picture books for Christmas Eve. So he got a really lovely one called Maybe last year. And this year he's getting Sleepy Time. I have asked for Murtagh. It is it's a book based off of the Aragon books. If you know anything about me, I'm a fantasy girly. I love all fantasy novels, and Aragon is in the top 5 for me for sure. So we will be reading that on Christmas Eve, eating my Terry's chocolate oranges, and I'm very excited. And then I got my husband Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. He's a more nonfiction kind of guy, this is more philosophical, I guess you could say, but it is a faith-based book, and we love all things C.S. Lewis, especially The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I'm excited for my son to be a few years older and start those with him. So yeah, that's going to be our Christmas Eve. That's what I got from World Market. So now let's talk Joann's Fabrics. And he is having a Christmas holiday kind of party, I guess. I'm assuming it's more Christmas. I hope so, because the plates are Christmas based. They had a holiday traditions party and like celebration musical thing last week. And I'm 99% sure everyone in his class celebrates Christmas, just a different variation of it, not anything else. So yeah, all the kids, I'm pretty sure there wasn't anyone who doesn't believe in Santa or anything like that. So I should be good. But Joann's Fabrics was having 70% off. 70% off. Which was great. And if you go to Joann's all the time, you're probably like, yeah, duh, Lindsay, I know that. It's always like that. I'm very new to Joann's Fabrics. I discovered it during the autumn season when I decorated the house for autumn, and I fell in love. So this is a week before Christmas, so obviously it was very picked over, but they had vinyl tablecloths for his tables at his school. They're normally $9.99. They were $2, I think. So I just got all matching, because if you know anything about toddlers, everyone should be sitting at the same table that looks the same. Everyone gets the same thing. But they have snowman on them, candy, ornaments, things like that. So 3 of those. So they're really nice ones. I mean, if they want to like wash them and reuse them like for another time, they certainly can, because they're great quality. Just little Merry Christmas napkins. Everything was 70% off. So 70% off of $4.99. I spent $20 total in Joann's Fabrics. I also got a candle. So yeah. And then I got these plates. So I got two, $8.99 normally. So like I said, I think everyone celebrates actual Christmas and Santa. These were the only big plates left, but I knew that this was such a good deal, and it's nice to get the big plates so they can put all of their junk, as I call it, crackers, cookies, all the stuff that's gonna make my son come home and just be like wide open, right, from sugar, because we don't do a lot of sugar in the house. So he always loves party times, obviously, the few times of the year that he has them. But yeah, Santa reindeer, I think it's really pretty. In hindsight, well, I kind of wish I would have gotten these for Christmas Eve, just for our family, because we're going to do like charcuterie, things like that. I kind of wish I would have gotten them. I might go back later this week and it would be worth the drive over there to get this. And I could use the excuse of also I'm getting like a Starbucks or something, because I didn't get a Starbucks today because the line was way too long, because it was actual morning time. So people actually getting their morning coffee. I don't know, but we have like China dish Christmas plates for Christmas Day. So I wouldn't get them for that, but this is what I got at Joann's. I don't think I got anything holiday related at Target. My son, he has the Horizon Organic Growing Years yogurt. I don't think you care about seeing that. Organic coconut palm sugar. So one of the things that I'm doing in my wellness group for January is I'm going to be sharing with my ladies some healthy swaps, because I think in January, a lot of people, they go cold turkey. I'm not eating any sweets. I'm not doing this. I'm not having that. And then you fall off the bandwagon 2 weeks later, right? That's usually what happens. So I'm working on some different sugar alternatives and some information for the ladies of my wellness group. And we eat this all the time, but I'm just sharing this with you now that coconut palm sugar is a wonderful substitute. And one of my favorite cookbook / wellness living books is called The Wild Diet by Abel James. And he cooks a lot of his desserts with coconut palm sugar as well. Okay, my feet are falling asleep. I'm getting too old. I'm also very sore from my workout today. In a good way. Okay, so I did get these though from Target. They were $5 a piece, so I got 3 for the 3 teachers that my son has. So we have these Burt's Bees holiday little things, and that's all because, let me adjust the camera. That's all that I got his teachers for Christmas, because I already gave them something a couple of weeks ago that was holiday decor related that they could go ahead and enjoy in their homes. But I still felt bad that they didn't have a little something, because I always like getting things like this when I was a teacher in a classroom. So I'm gonna give that to his teachers, but that's the only holiday thing that I got at Target besides the sugar alternative, which again, I'm sharing this with the ladies in my wellness group. It's gonna be really fun in January. We're going to have an absolute blast talking about some mindset viewpoints that we want to kind of shift, and habit stacking, along with healthy alternatives to keep you from just totally falling off the bandwagon, including still having cookies, still having desserts, but kind of changing and shifting those ingredients. So if you want to join my wellness group, you can at any time. Just follow the link. I'll put it down in the information of the video like I always do. But yeah, January is going to be big. It's going to be really, really fun, and looking forward to the new year with the ladies of my wellness group. But yeah, these are all the things that I got, plus dog food. So the next thing that we have on the agenda for today, I'm very tall. I'm going to shift my tripod. Yeah. The only thing, there goes all of my reminders going off to remind me of what all I have to do today. Really not a lot today though, because it's only Monday. So I think tomorrow is going to be a Christmas wrapping day and kind of clean the house, things like that. But today, laundry, it's got to happen. The garden does not need any tending to because we've had a whole lot of rain. So I'm just leaving it alone. I redid the soil in the pots last week in my garden bag. So really nothing to update you about that, except for I think we do have some sweet potatoes, but we're gonna wait and harvest those. We're gonna just let them keep going for a little while. But yeah, laundry, and then we're going to cook and try out, kind of preparing again for my wellness group in January, a pizza crust using butternut squash for the crust. I think it's going to be delicious. Parmesan cheese, a little bit of flour, and some other things as well are going to go into it. But we're going to make those later today. And yeah, we'll just kind of see where the rest of the day takes us. Okay, so one thing that I forgot that I was working on today is I'm finishing up handprint cards that my son made for family members. So I just went in and did the dots. So there's his darling little handprint, and then I added in the dots. They're drying right now. We have like these markers. I'll show them to you. They're from Amazon. They're called dot markers, just dot markers. So I just finished up that and letting them dry. We made 2 Christmas trees, and then one is a cardinal. You can see his hand. It kind of looks like a crime scene a little bit. He smeared it a little bit. Doing handcrafts is like almost impossible with the toddler, but he did good. He kind of enjoyed it. But yeah, so we have a cardinal as well, and then he did a blue handprint, and I was trying to make a snowflake. That was an epic fail. So this afternoon, we are going to do another, probably just a green Christmas tree for his aunt, my sister-in-law. So I have for my grandparents, so his great-grandparents. I have for my parents and my husband's parents, so my son's grandparents, and then we just have to make one more for our auntie. So we will do that this afternoon. But yeah, I just looked up on Pinterest. I got these cards last year. They just say Merry and Bright. I think they're from Target, and we're going to mail those today. So send some happy mail towards our family's way once these get dry. Okay, so pizza, like I said, it smells amazing. I think it's going to work out just fine for what I am looking for. Just another option besides cauliflower for a substitute pizza crust. I probably could have baked it for a little bit longer. I have another one in the oven now that I'm going to test that with. Okay, so here's the final product. I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's a butternut squash crust substitute option for a pizza, and it smells amazing. Like I said, I'm going to perfect this, and I'll be sharing it with all the ladies who are part of my January wellness group, and then, you know, every month after that as well, of course. But yeah, it smells great. I think the crust is a little soft, but it was starting to get brown. So like I said, I'll perfect it, but I mean, it's still such a wonderful substitute, and I think it's going to taste delicious. It will be perfected by January for all of the wonderful ladies in my January wellness group. So I cannot wait to share that with all of them. Oh, it is hot. I've changed into like a sports bra. I've got shorts on. Still wearing my sweatshirt for now, but I'm probably about to just throw on like a workout tank. It's really weird weather in Florida. It rained a lot over the weekend. So then this morning it was really cold. It was windy. It was like in the 50s. Now it's in the upper 60s, I think, but apparently tomorrow the high is like 50. That might have changed by now. It's super sunny and beautiful, a little windy almost like a spring day, if that makes sense, even though it's a week before Christmas, but it's Florida, so what else should be expected? I only have one more thing on my to-do list today. I need to, well, besides addressing and actually walking to the mailbox with my son's handprint cards to family, now that they're finally dry, I just have a lot of laundry to do. It's waiting for me over here in the bedroom, waiting to be folded and put away. So before I do that, I'm going to make a matcha, and my husband, he loves the Host Defense brand and all of their mushroom products. So he takes a mushroom tablet. I do too, when I remember. He takes it religiously, but he got this for me. It's microbrew matcha. So it has lion's mane and matcha combined. I mean, you don't taste the lion's mane at all. So I'm gonna mix this with some coconut milk, ice, probably a little bit of honey, some cinnamon, and fold myself some laundry. And finished. Yeah, just the maple syrup, matcha, and coconut milk, and sprinkle cinnamon on the top, which I love the flavor of matcha. So if you don't, then you would probably want to mix in some other things like vanilla, stuff like that. But I just love the grassy taste of matcha so much that just a little bit of maple syrup or honey works. I was just feeling lazy today. I've already made such a mess cooking the pizzas today that I was not in the mood to bring out my frother that I have, like an automatic frother. So when I do that, I use honey because it like can heat it up by itself and mix it really well. So I didn't do that today, so I just did maple syrup. But yeah, we're gonna do some laundry. And then it'll be time already to go pick up my sweet baby boy from his school and spend the rest of the afternoon together. Probably go down to the water, throw rocks in the water. It's his favorite thing, go to the playground, all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank you for spending the day with me. I hope that you are having a wonderful holiday Christmas season going into the new year. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself over the next week. Just enjoy being and existing and the peace and quiet that is meant to come with this time of the year, even though that doesn't always happen. And I will see you all very soon.